Hey, what's up YouTube? My name is Chris. I'm here to help you pass your Civil PE exam. Today is March 31st, 2018. My test date, April 13th, 2018. I'm taking time out of studying to help you guys and just for myself, so I remember all the strategies that I've taken to take this test so I can create something to help you guys. My PM is construction. And let's get right into it. 7 test taking strategies. This is my strategy that I'm going to use to take the test. Number 1 is time limit. There are 40 questions for each AM and PM exam, and I'm treating them as separate kind of halves. And so my basic strategy is take it section by section. 6 minutes a question. That means you're going to want to do the sections that you feel more comfortable with. For the AM exam, for me, I'm going to try to skip the hydraulics, skip the structural mechanics. Numbers game, each problem is weighted the same, so just try to answer the questions that you feel comfortable with. Number 3, identify problem areas. Like I said earlier, structural mechanics and hydraulics, that gives me the most problems, and they really require more calculations than some of the other sections. So when I get to that part of the test, and hopefully all the questions are kind of bunched together, I'm skipping those problems. 4, use correct calculator. This is important. Buy the calculator early. I'll provide a link down below. This one's great, TI-30XS, Texas Instruments, and it's basically got all the functions that you would want: sine, cosine, tangent, trigonomic functions. This is a necessity. You can't use a graphic calculator anyways, so beware of that. Buy all the reference materials. Here's what I'm running with, guys. These 3 books. The first one, this one, quick reference. I recommend this book because it's going to help you for the hydraulics, structural mechanics, and you don't want to be flipping through this book for that one. For the other problems, for your 6 minutes, basically you can spend 2 minutes looking up those problems in the big book, which I call the Bible. The Bible is a huge book, but it's really a necessity. You need to buy this thing because I like how detailed it is. The only thing is when you take the test, flipping through this thing, if you don't have it all marked out, becomes a hassle, especially because how big this book is. But one thing I like about it is the first page, the nomenclature. It gives you all the variables that you need. Say there's a velocity V. In the beginning, it shows you this is what V looks like, and then these are the units for V, which is basically a problem for a lot of engineers because they don't know what units to provide the equation. There's certain assumptions that equations make, and that's why reading this book, going through the nomenclature, it really helps. Last one is this practice problems. This just gives additional problems, and I'm going to go over some of the additional problems that you guys are going to want to solve. This one, the final 2, they kind of go together. Study schedule. There's 15 sections, so that means that if you start studying 2 to 3 months ahead, you're going to commit some of that material into your long-term memory, which is what you basically want during the test. The difference between long-term memory and short-term memory is that long-term memory, you can kind of retain that information. It's in the back of your head, and the short-term memory, it really takes a month or 2 for it to commit to long-term memory, and that's through repeated use. But you can still pass tests using short-term memory, how your brain works, if you just review the material 2 to 3 days ahead of your test. So that means that if you do 2 to 3 months ahead of time, you do 2 or 3 problems a day, so that will amount to basically what you need to pass this test. Hopefully this works for me. This is my strategy. Obviously I haven't ever taken this PE exam. My background is in mechanical engineering and I'm switching to civil, so I'm learning everything for the first time. But let me know if this helped you out. Like and subscribe to the page down below. All right, see you guys.